It was early morning in a small, quiet town. The streets were empty, and the mist hung low, touching the tops of the old brick buildings. Ava walked slowly along the cobblestone road, her scarf wrapped tightly around her neck, her breath visible in the cold air. She always walked here when she needed to think, when the weight of everything pressing on her chest felt too heavy to carry. 6 months ago, her life had changed forever. Her younger brother, Liam, had been taken in a sudden accident, a car crash that left her parents in shock and Ava struggling to understand why life could be so unfair. She remembered that day vividly, the sound of sirens, the cold feel of hospital floors, and the hollow look in her mother's eyes. Since then, Ava felt like a part of her had disappeared too. Every morning, she visited the old park near their home, the place she and Liam had spent countless afternoons laughing, playing, imagining futures together. Today, like every day, she sat on the same worn bench, closed her eyes, and tried to remember his voice. One chilly afternoon, as the sun cast long shadows across the empty streets, Ava noticed a small envelope tucked between the branches of a tree near the park. It was sealed with a faint red wax mark. Curious, she picked it up, turned it over, and saw a name written in familiar handwriting, Liam. Her heart skipped a beat. The letter read, "Ava, if you're reading this, it means I'm no longer there with you. I know it's hard, and I know you feel alone. But I want you to promise me something, that you'll live. Really live. Don't let grief stop you from finding happiness again. I'm always with you, in every laugh, every sunset, every star you see. Love, Liam." Ava sat frozen, tears streaming down her cheeks. How could this letter exist? Liam had never written it, or had he? She didn't know, but the words struck a chord deep inside her. For the first time since the accident, she felt a sense of connection, a whisper of hope that maybe, just maybe, life could still hold something beautiful. Days turned into weeks, and Ava started noticing small signs everywhere: a bird perched on the windowsill, a flower growing through a crack in the pavement, a stranger's kind smile on the street. She began taking walks around the town, writing down her thoughts, taking photos of the things that reminded her of Liam. She created a small journal, calling it Letters to Tomorrow. Every day, she wrote one note, not knowing if anyone else would ever read it. But with each word, she felt lighter, as if Liam's presence was guiding her gently back to life. One rainy evening, as Ava wandered along the riverside, she stumbled upon a small boy sitting alone on the bench, soaked from the rain. He was holding a stuffed toy tightly to his chest, tears running down his cheeks. Ava approached him carefully. "Hey, are you okay?" she asked softly. The boy shook his head. "I lost my sister," he whispered. Ava's heart ached. She knelt beside him. "I lost someone too," she said. "But sometimes, the love we have doesn't disappear. It stays with us, in every memory, in every step we take." They sat together, listening to the rain, sharing the quiet understanding of loss and the small spark of hope that somehow life could go on. As the months passed, Ava continued writing in her journal, taking photographs, helping people in small ways: a smile to a lonely neighbor, a flower to a stranger, a kind word to someone having a bad day. Slowly, the emptiness she had carried began to fade. She realized that while Liam was gone, his love had taught her resilience, compassion, and the power to heal. One evening, standing at the hill where she and Liam used to watch the sunset, Ava opened her journal. She read aloud the last entry. "Dear tomorrow, I am ready now. I will love again, laugh again, and live fully. Because life is too short to be anything but brave, thank you for waiting for me." The sky was painted with orange and pink, the birds flying across the horizon, and Ava felt a warmth she hadn't felt in months. She smiled, whispered Liam's name, and walked down the hill, carrying his love in her heart. And in that moment, she understood, grief may stay, but hope is stronger. And sometimes, the hardest loss can teach us the most beautiful lessons about life, love, and tomorrow.